Welcome to KiwiCard Trading Cards podcast, where collecting meets the game. Welcome back, podcast vendors, episode 5. Hit the 5 mark. Here we go. We've got another special guest that we'll get onto in a little bit, but we'll start with an update on the numbers. Now, I'll start because I think we need to announce a milestone. From the Instagram side. TikTok, I have, I don't know if you've looked, BC, but I've been doing quite a bit of networking this week.
Oh, yeah?
So, yeah, just looking at like other users and seeing what they collect and their breaks and all that. So, started following quite a lot more channels, whereas I've sort of just been focusing on posting content and whatnot. So, we're actually on 399 followers, and we've followed some really good ideas from some users on there. So really positive on the TikTok side, really enjoying it. But yeah, let's hand over to you to let us know what milestone we've hit.
Yeah, I think on the TikTok, what I've found, because obviously I follow one account, and that's our account.
Loyal.
Yeah, that took me a while to sign up for, but what I found looking through our page is like more interaction. So we got higher numbers on the Instagram, but the actual interaction is a bit lower. But we have hit the 1,000 followers. I think when I looked today, we were on 1,019 followers.
Wow,
which is quite good.
It's amazing. Really, think about it. Like in the
trying to mix up the content as well, rather than just put a load of pictures of what cards we're getting and stuff like that. So that's been quite good. But like at the start, it was looking for other accounts, following those, and getting some follow backs. But I'm trying to work out the sweet spots, trying to work out the algorithm, because sometimes I wake up and I've got like 30 new followers. But I got to a point the other day when I was tracking the 1K where we went up to 1,006. And then I went in the other room to tell Emma about it, and I think we had a chat. Half an hour later, checked, and I'd lost 3 followers.
Fuming.
I haven't even done anything. Yeah,
that's an awesome start, though. It's only been a couple of months.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's
I mean, obviously, like the way that we sort of work is that you've been doing the majority of the Instagram because it's just working. It's just growing and growing and growing. So like a lot of your content is just hitting the mark at the moment. So long may it continue, because 1,000 followers over a short amount of time is not to be overlooked, is it?
Yeah, it's interesting as well, because I think we spoke about this on one of the other podcasts, but I don't really know sort of where we want to go with it and stuff like that. So it's just like, one of the reasons we've asked you to come on, Nick, is like we've come at the whole thing like as the novices we are. And what's interesting is that we've mentioned about how many people, a lot of our friends, and how many sort of closet collectors there are, people that have come out the woodwork, and that's the right thing to say. But even with the Instagram and stuff like that, it's just, I suppose to a certain degree, we don't know what we're doing, so we're just learning as we go, which is why I think it's quite interesting.
It's all part of the journey, though. I think building the audience and everyone getting to see your experience. That's kind of what makes it unique to you guys. And it takes a little bit of time. You find your feet, you find your brand, and it'll just continue to build. It's all about the effort that you put in. Just be watching the last few months, and obviously with you being involved with KCC, it's just been awesome to see it kick off and start growing.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
So thank you so much for Nick for coming on. Saying Nick is from KiwiCard Collective in New Zealand. We'll get on to sort of more of a spotlight on him and asking him some questions about what he does, why he does it in a little bit. Let's jump into mail day, shall we, DC?
Yeah, I've got a quick story for you though, right? So on the theme of what we were just talking about with sort of our journey and stuff like that, I've been listening because I went up for our New Zealand listeners, Wanganui, on Saturday. So I listened to a lot of other podcasts just for ideas and to see. And most of the ones I listen to are like American ones. So you've obviously got like real established, knowledgeable people, and then at the other end of the spectrum, you've got us who don't really know what we're doing. We're just learning and stuff like that. But what's really cool for us is, like I said, is the people that have contacted us saying, like we had Lemmy on last week, who's got his 1977 Star Wars cards. So that's like really cool to see. But my wife Emma, she's been, I suppose, I don't know what the word is, but quite supportive. But there's a lot of eye rolling that goes on and things like that, and possibly don't relate to like what that buzz is, like chasing the cards and things like that. But a little revelation in our house the other day. I've been buying the little ones, those Locana cards, so like Disney cards, and she's got a massive collection of them, but they just go into a box. And the other night, I was in. I'd been to. There's a new sports card shop in Lower Hutt called Top Play Sports Cards. I'm definitely in there too much. But he started saving me like bundles of cards for her, and then in his counter he had the. I'll show you actually. He had this Rapunzel card, and it was like $40, and I was like, well, I'd been buying these cards, and I said, what makes that a $40 card? Because I know nothing about it, and it's to do with this little logo, like that sort of dictates the rarity of the card. So I came home, did a little bit of research, and then I printed off all the different icons and put them on my little girl's box. And she sorted all her cards by the logo, and we realised we had some pretty decent cards. And then I think it was yesterday night, I'd come back from refereeing, and my wife's flicking through her phone. I said, "Oh, what are you looking at there?" She's only researching like these $200 boxes of Lacana cards like that. But she's hell-bent on getting one of these enchanted cards or something. And I couldn't stop laughing. I was saying, all the eye rolling and grief you've been giving me. And what's funny though is that when we talk about like what makes people tick, how they store their cards, how they acquire their cards, I genuinely believe it was the when we sorted them into rarity piles, that sort of piques the interest. You search through the cards to see what you've got, and as soon as you get excited because actually you've got some of these sort of rarer cards, all of a sudden we're looking at how we can get our next lot.
Yeah, so that was quite interesting. Disney's got that little bit of magic for as well, which kind of I guess that going back to your youth sort of thing. But awesome to have a family involved, my daughter used to jump on, help out with breaks, and got quite involved in the early days. She's obviously a teenager now, so not quite so much, but I think I got her like an Eevee Pokemon was her favorite character, and a PSA 10 which she took to school to show her, and she like came home buzzing about how all the boys are like, she's got a PSA 10, and she was really excited about it, and that still sits. I've actually got it out today, and still sits here with my cards. And hopefully, once she gets past these first few teenage years, she comes back to it.
Yeah. Do you collect Pokemon as well, Nick?
I've got a few there. It's kind of more just a fun rip. We don't have any sports card shops in Hamilton.
Oh yeah.
But there's plenty of TCG around, so you cruise in town, going past Card Merchant, grab a pack, have a bit of a sneaky car rip, and carry on.
When I was in the shop the other day, I was looking at because the Topps Chrome Disney cards are quite expensive, but someone had given us a load as well, and the girls quite liked them. They're like kind of all silver, and then they got the characters on. And I'm chatting to the guy in there, and I'm looking at the box, and the cogs are turning, and I'm like, should I buy it? And then he says, look at a YouTube video, see what's in there. And I'm looking at it, and all of a sudden I had a bit of a realisation, like, don't do it. Because it's a slippery slope. You just start, like we said on the first podcast, the first one just started with that one card in Seattle, and I still don't know what triggered it. And now all of a sudden I'm looking at Disney cards and all sorts.
But the Topps boxes have got the super fractors, and if you get a chance to do a bit of research on what the Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse sold for, crazy value in them.
One thing I can't get my head around though is I've seen some videos where they've got like autos on and that. I'm not sure who actually signs them.
Yeah, I've seen some of them as well. Is it the actor or actresses that are inside the costumes, or what's it? Or where do we?
I know.
Gene
some of them Marvel cards, you get the actors signing them, yeah. But yeah, I'm not so sure on Disney.
Yeah,
Maybe the
somewhat.
voiceover people.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably right. Yeah.
Mail day then. Mail day is slowing up for me now. So as I sort of establish more of an idea of what I want to do and what I want to collect, and I guess how I'm getting them, it is slowing down. I said since January, I've had a constant stream on eBay. The stuff that I've bought from America, where obviously it takes a while, and it's coming to an end. I think I've got I might have 2 or 3 things left to come on eBay. So it's a little bit of a slower stream, but I'm not sure if I got confused as to when I got it. But I actually spoke to you, Nick, didn't I, about the Dreamweavers?
Yeah. The were they Phoenix
Yeah,
first off the line this year.
yeah, because I'd never seen them before, and I think originally I spoke to you about it, and you said they were quite a nice card. But I got my second one, which was the AJ Barner. I think that arrived this week after the last podcast. I'm not sure I mentioned it, but that was kind of my big recent addition. But tomorrow is an exciting day for me because I'm a little bit. It's like when I had my business in England. I get my priorities wrong, so I started my business instead of focusing on what I do. It was just about merch. So I wanted all the shirts and hats and stuff like that, stickers and things like that. And I've done the same. So I've ordered some Coombe Curry stickers just to put on my storage boxes.
Nice.
Off Vistaprint, and they're arriving tomorrow. So I'm absolutely buzzing for that. And I've got some cards turning up from Card Crazy from a recent break, and I've purchased, as I said to you, Mark, a Virgil van Dijk patch number to 10 off someone that posted it on. I think it was one of the Facebook groups. So I'm really looking forward to getting that tomorrow. But I think other than the Dreamweaver, I've not actually had anything. It's just been more visits to the card shop. Yeah. Yourself?
It's a bit dangerous having one local, eh?
Oh, yeah, I know. It's funny. We've got an ongoing joke now because every time I go in there, I say, I'll see you next week. And he's like, I'll see you tomorrow. And I'm like, well, we'll see. But it is interesting because you can get the same. He's got obviously all the singles boxes and stuff like that. So I get a similar buzz to when we're doing the breaks, just looking through those boxes in the hope that you're going to find, something different or something you want. So it's quite nice to actually go in there, sit down, go through the boxes, have a good chat. It's been good.
Nice. I've had a pretty busy week actually. In comparison to last week, I actually recently picked this up, which is actually I got really excited.
Oh, you've got
it. This is I'm holding a box of PCG. So this is obviously the Graydon company in New Zealand. So Kiwi sent me a box of a mixed bag of cards actually, which I haven't actually gone through yet. I've sort of saved them. So yeah, they're all in these packs that it's kindly sent over to me. So that will be delved into later today because I haven't had time to look through them. Funny story about this, I've actually got my first small storage box
nice.
from cards, which is I guess like a smaller version of yours. Just pretty straightforward, pretty standard. Obviously my collection is sort of just starting out. My match attacks is sort of already in a binder, but I've obviously started collecting Steven Gerrard cards, and here's the first one. It's a Champions League rookie card, which I shopped around for quite a lot, just because, as you're probably aware, like buying cards without having them in person is a bit of a gamble, isn't it? You don't know how good condition they're in, and I find on eBay, obviously you guys don't really deal with eBay that much. Sometimes they'll scan the card in, and it'll see how it is scanned, and then some people will just take a picture of it placed in a card holder or something like that. So I looked through because there was a handful of them online, and I got it, and it's in pretty good condition. And I've got a couple coming this week. I've got the Premier League rookie card coming for Gerrard as well, and I've got a project. It was called Project 22.
Is that where that? Yeah, they like look like artwork, don't they? A bit more like
Yeah,
artwork.
so they're all designed by artists.
Yeah.
So I've got a Gerard one coming from Holland. I bought it off a guy in Holland on eBay. So that's coming. Really excited to see that in the flesh because it looks proper cool. So yeah, the Gerard collection is growing. I also got the mystery box that I think I spoke about last week off eBay.
That was quite Spurs heavy, wasn't it?
It was very Spurs heavy. So I don't know if the guy was an Arsenal fan and he should want to get rid of it. But,
he either hates Spurs or he loves them. Has got too many. And thought, I'll get rid of some of them.
I actually thought so. It cost £10, give or take, with the postage. I actually thought it's pretty good going for a tenner. So
he had a few numbered cards in there as well.
Got like a numbered Højbjerg to 94, which is Panini like Elite. Got an auto numbered Ethan Wheatley rookie card, which
never heard of him.
Fans never heard of him either.
But I'm glad someone else hasn't heard of him.
Ethan Wheatley.
And I got another rookie card, a Halle Nigerian, numbered to 299. I thought that's all right for a tenner, isn't it? And then I've got like some nice like Madueke, Prison. Got him twice actually.
Not
like
bad actually, to be fair. Yeah,
it's all right for a tenner.
Pretty good for a mystery box.
Yeah, like Galazzo, De Bruyne. I thought, that's not bad actually, because considering it was my first one, I was a little reluctant. But I did see a guy on, I got it off a guy on TikTok. He was doing an unboxing of buying from this shop on eBay. So decided to take the plunge and try it, and thought that's pretty good. So yeah, happy with that. Which will probably take me to my potential first break this week. Following a couple of UK guys called I think they're called OG Breaks on TikTok, and they do like, I think it was maybe around £15 for basically they number all their cards in envelopes. You pick left or right, and they pick a number on each side, or a number of, if you go left, you pick a number from this side. They open the envelope, and you get they're all autos. So whether it's an auto and a numbered, it's luck of the draw. So I think I might.
You know what they are before? Can you see like a list of what the actual cards are, and then they're put into envelopes, or you have literally
no going in blind. Yeah, but they guarantee that all of them are autos. So that's why
it's good. Yeah, good. They've got a guarantee in there. Repacks are always a bit of a risk. Yeah, if there's no checklist or you don't know what the chase cards are, it's the same with the mystery boxes. Yeah, but doing the right thing, getting seeing other people in there unboxing of them gives you a bit of confidence.
Yeah,
100%, Nick. Yeah, so like, obviously speaking to Kiwi, and obviously knowing what you do, you guys are sort of well versed in the break side of things. I still haven't broken my duck on that yet, and I think that'll open up a kettle of worms. The adrenaline rush will come, and I'll be like, that's good.
The start of a slippery slope.
Yeah, but looking forward to my first break, because I reckon I will be buzzing. And then, like you said, Kiwi, last week, it will be whether like bit disappointed, I'm back in, or like elated or something. With what comes out, I'll go again.
Yeah, well, it'd be interesting to track how you feel when you do it, because it's when you do the first one, see what you get, and then come back and say what your plan is after that, because it's we'll get onto it in a minute. Like, it's, for me, it's actually part of the I thought about this quite a lot. It's like the best way to explain it is like with these Locana cards. I had a look at the price of these enchanted ones, what they're chasing. It's more affordable to just buy one than it is to perhaps buy the boxes and try and find one. Right. But I actually find doing the breaks quite fun as well. So for me, and maybe this is a weird thing to say, but it's not 100% about I'm doing it because I want to get this card. Obviously I am, but there's something about it, about the lottery of it and stuff like that, that's actually quite fun. And I find, like, when I've, Nick, when I've picked my teams and sent my money through, and the lists are filling up and stuff like that. Kind of once you're in it, that period where right, I've paid in, I'm ready, and you're waiting for the break is kind of part of the fun as well.
Yeah, it's kind of the build up, of
Yeah,
getting ready for the break, and it's a lot better when it's happening fast.
yeah,
But yeah, it's all part of it. I think guaranteed autos though, I think be able to come away from your first break with an auto is always a bit of a buzz.
yeah, definitely.
So yeah, it should be a bit of fun.
Yeah, my again, I say this all the time, but we talked about this in a previous podcast. But Emma, my wife, when I first started doing it, I think it was about 2 or 3 of your breaks. She said to me, "Oh, chuck me on a team or whatever." And I said, "Well, you can." I says, "You've got to transfer me the money," so I made her pay. But she picked Bears because she liked the name, and I think it was the first one she ever did. It was an Obsidian break of one of yours, and I think they're 5-card boxes, aren't they?
A 7-card box, Obsidian.
Oh, 7.
Yeah.
And Emma picked Bears, so obviously you 32 NFL teams. If you work on that basis, with those short boxes, you'd be lucky to get a card. She picked Bears and pulled 2 Bears. So out of the 7 cards, 2 of them were her cards. I couldn't believe it. But one of them was those atomic initials, the Caleb Williams, and I've actually got that off at the minute with. I've got that at PCG being graded. So hopefully that comes back next week. But I told her this week, I said, "You owe me $40. She said, "What for?" I said, "I sent your card off for grading."
Your grading fees.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I think the PCG guys are actually at the Auckland Card Show in a couple of weeks' time. So
are they?
Gonna be looking forward to getting up there and rifling through a few boxes and seeing what's out there football wise.
Hopefully they get my cards graded before then.
They're pretty quick with their turnaround time, though.
Oh, impressive! Yeah, and it's again. I'm obviously easily pleased, but when I go on their website and I see their timeline and I see it jump up a step, I'll get a buzz out of that as well. I think I'm going to get a new addiction to sending cards off to be graded. But that's quite fun as well. And they just on Friday afternoon they went from grading to quality check 1 or something. So that was nice going into the weekend, knowing that process is done. So it could be a good week. Nick, mail day for you. What have you had this week?
Well, pretty quiet on my purchases lately, really. I've got a silver hollow from Optic, Bo Nix coming in next time I catch up with Brock. So a little bit of a trade there. But don't think I'm even waiting on any break cards at the moment. But most of my mail has just been sealed boxes, ready for ripping over the next couple of weeks.
Nice.
Few releases, kind of Donruss Racing, which is a NASCAR product, something different. It's good to rip those boxes. Kind of a small part of our community.
Yeah,
Guys that are into the NASCAR, but mainly football. So we had Elite and Luminance come in this week. And just kind of getting through that new 2025 product. Those who get out to Auckland, seeing some stuff in person, by not purchasing over the last few weeks, got a little bit of extra coin in the pocket. So get up there and hopefully find something nice, Broncos wise, but we'll see.
Do you know how much of that card show is made up of sports cards? Will there be a lot of NFL there, for example, or is it TCG heavy? Or
it'll be quite TCG heavy, I think. From last time, feedback from last time was that really TGC heavy. But there's a few sports cards vendors. There'll be a bit of NFL. Just looking forward to it. It's a bit like getting down to Wellington. A few months ago, it's just getting up there and catching up with people that I don't really get to see their faces. Their Facebook profiles. So meeting people for the first time and catching up with those that I've met before, delivering cards, and have a few beers along the way. Should be fun.
Yeah. That was
what did come out tonight though, from the 2025 product. You can see that there is the first Ashton Jonty auto from Elite. Yeah.
That's a nice looking card as well, isn't
So
it?
it's something just from sitting on the desk from the break earlier tonight.
Yeah, that's a nice card. That. It's funny actually because the card show in Wellington, that's where I met you first in person. But it's funny when you say about faces and names because I don't know if you remember, but I got into the pub, or the bar where the trade night was being held, and I realised I don't really know what anyone looks like. I've only ever seen Nick's hands. So I got myself a beer and I messaged you. I was like, whereabouts are you? And you sent me a picture back. I was like, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, so the events like that, it's kind of, you know a few people. And, I was the same at that trade show, trade night, kind of knew a couple of people. But all the KCC guys that came along, it was the first time meeting them. It was like Rob and Ash and Roland. Yeah, just awesome to see actually people in person. And it's kind of the one thing when you're riffing, you kind of don't get to see that reaction. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So seeing people in the flesh, giving them their cards. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. I found that I've said before, like even though in New Zealand the community in reality is really small, but when you're in it, it kind of feels big, and then you get to know people, and I've actually made quite a few friends, mainly through KCC, where we started messaging, and then like I've become quite good friends with like Nick Blinko and Hamish. We messaged quite a bit. Matthew Bricks and that, but I've not actually met them in the flesh. It's a bit weird. So it'd be nice at some stage to have, another trade night or something like that where you can actually put these names to faces and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. I think I'm the same. Started out only knowing a few people in the hobby, but now it's just a huge amount of people. But yeah, not many that I've met in person. There's only like a handful of people here in Hamilton. The sort of base seems to be mostly Christchurch or South Island. And yeah, it's so getting out of Hamilton, and I've definitely got to get down to Christchurch and catch up with the crew down there. That'll be coming up at some stage.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Cool. I guess that's a perfect time to ask Nick about KiwiCard Collective for people that don't really know about it or what it is. How did it start? How did it come about?
Yeah, so KiwiCard Collective, we've been, was it just over 5 years now? The page has been alive, and it was actually set up by my younger brother. So Joe, kind of the founder of KCC, and at that time it was really focused on NBA, and sort of through the COVID heyday, Joe, I just started talking to Joe about it, and he kind of offered the opportunity to start doing NFL, which is awesome because I've always sort of followed sports, and mostly rugby league, and a bit of NFL, but yeah, kind of got that passion going for the game as well, and yeah, it's kind of grown from there. That sort of COVID period where there was no kind of people were stuck indoors, it really kicked off, and I'm not going to say it was easy starting with NFL, because a lot smaller base of collectors than NBA. But yeah, we kind of rocked through and had 5 really good years of sort of moving from NFL, done a bit of Pokemon, a little bit of NASCAR, as I mentioned. Joe looks after the NBA and WWE side.
Yeah.
And it's kind of built. What do we? I think we're coming up close to 1,700 members in our little community. It's not, it's kind of really built around just trying to make breaks affordable. Yeah, so instead of big 3-4 box breaks, sticking to 1 or 2 boxes, and I guess for those that want to spend a bit more, then there's the frequency. Release day tend to do single boxes of each product, but anywhere from 2 to 4 boxes in that release week, and then and kind of focusing really in that sort of through to mid end, as you start jumping up to the top end, the likes of National Treasures. it's been awesome to rip those boxes, and I've done it a couple of times, NT and Immaculate, but never been able to make that step up to flawless. Yeah, you start kind of hitting $10,000 a box, and becomes quite hard to fill those spots.
Yeah, I imagine so. It's that's where it's the gamble's massive, isn't it? And it's almost like a different league then, or that's my interpretation of it, because you're still putting in, that's a serious amount of money to not guarantee that you're even going to get a single card.
Yeah, but they're beautiful cards though.
Oh, they are. Yeah, that is true.
I've kind of I've done a few breaks out of the US,
Yeah,
with flawless, and before sort of this year where Bonix, we kind of pushed the price of Broncos right up.
yeah,
Sort of jumping in. And it's still a big buy-in. But yeah, like I was lucky enough to come away with a Champ Bailey to 25 somewhere down in the collection.
yeah,
But yeah, it's for us, like it's just about have building an awesome community. People that are passionate for collecting. I guess for me, collecting, not so much the cards, but as a kid, all sorts of stuff. I think I just had numerous stamp folders when I was little.
yeah,
But then you kind of, but a little bit like my daughter, you turn into a teenager, things drop off, and you sort of start picking things up again. When I was over in Jersey and working in the music industry, it was all about limited edition CDs and kind of, I've still got a trunk of stuff that we brought back from there. And the cards, I guess as I was younger, the cards were quite a small part. But yeah, it's sort of bringing that in. But that passion for sport, as we roll into the season now, it's all about training camps, and
yeah.
so it's not just being able to rip the boxes, but also kind of keeping close to the games.
There's an element, I think, of obviously you've got the nostalgia of collecting and of the team as well and the older players, but also I was saying last week because I started watching NFL. I was a classic. I just said it's two stop start, and it wasn't for me. And I've been like that for years. Like a lot of our mates liked it. You liked it before me, Mark. But then Lemmy was saying, like, it was on my stag do, wasn't it? And I saw that Odell Beckham Jr. one-handed catch. And that was a trigger for me to watch it. Like, sort of, kind of, right, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to watch a game. But I think it took me a year and a half or something, and then I picked Seahawks as my team, and then got fully behind it. But actually starting to now collect the cards, and there's that nostalgia side of it, which for me is very modern. Russell Wilson's my nostalgia because that's when I started. But the knowledge.
I try to take that one out of my memory banks, actually.
Talk about the Broncos, but like the knowledge of the players and stuff like that. Since I've been watching NFL, this is the most excited I've been for an upcoming season because of like the work, from the last 6 months through the cards, having a knowledge of those players. And obviously the rosters are ginormous. So even trying to remember the whole roster for Seahawks is one thing, but then the cards come out and I feel like my knowledge of the player base going into the season is like, it's just off the scale. So that's like another byproduct for me.
Yeah, they're definitely part of it. Yeah, you get to know that whole roster, and like I used sort of back to the box breaking. I guess one of the things I really like about it is a lot of people don't get to actually rip these boxes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And being able to rip boxes for people, seeing people's mail days, and other people's passion for cards, and the sport. That's the real bonus. The thing I spoke about with not actually seeing people, it does kind of make it a little bit hard. But there's a couple of our community, a couple of girls in the community that live just around the corner from me, literally like 5 minutes walk.
Yeah.
And I ripped a gold Travis Kelce Kaboom from
Nice.
Absolute this year, and I pretty much got off the live, flicked a message, "Hey, home? Yeah, I'll be there in a couple of minutes," and went around. and they were just fizzing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So seeing that kind of that passion and emotion, and the girls so fired up about a card, that's probably been the highlight of the 5 years.
Yeah.
It's you kind of, and it's well, it's just that little bit impersonal online. So it took me a little bit to get going there.
Yeah.
But once you get to know everyone and you know what it means to them for that, to get that card, that's the real highlight for me.
Yeah. Funny enough, that was going to be one of the questions I was going to ask. Is like when I talk about, and Martin talks about, like the little triggers or the little things that we found quite exciting. Like with me recently submitting cards, I'm finding like I'm enjoying that process. For you, doing the actual breaks as well, is that something that that's like, I don't know, addiction's the wrong word, but something that you really get excited about as well, pulling the cards?
Yeah, like if new products come out all the time, and new players coming in each year. There's definitely that excitement. I wouldn't I'd probably get shot if I spent that much of money from the family account on a box of cards. So being able to, and that is another real highlight. Being able to rip boxes that you wouldn't normally rip for yourself. But still, the odd personal slips in Christmas time or Saturday night when you've had too many beers. But it's just a real buzz, yeah. When you see that card in your hands, I think in the early days, there's some video of me, of my hands, shaking like I've got Parkinson's when I pulled a Tom Brady downtown. It's this combination of nerves and excitement of those big cards coming out.
Do you feel that for other people as well? So even though that someone else has got the card in the break, when you see that card come out, do you think that's the same effect?
Yeah, definitely. It's just, it is a thrill to grab it. I'm probably a little bit understated in my emotions compared to a lot of breakers. But it is, it's a buzz to get that card, know that it's for one of, the people in our community, and what it means to them. And then the whole, I guess, process of getting it there, getting the photos, sending it off to them, and getting it packaged up. Gets a bit nervous when you're putting, a couple of $1,000 card on the courier. But touch wood, everything's got to where it's meant to go.
That's good.
Nice. Yeah, because I always remember Ben would always talk about KCC from the beginning of when you were starting your collection, Ben. You were always talking about KCC, so it's nice if I can actually speak to yourself, Nick, and sort of learn a bit more about it. So I can see a glass cabinet behind you.
Yeah, it's the collection. It doesn't get to go out in the lounge, but away here in my little office, spare bedroom. So where all my PC ends up.
And
Do you
after you go
sorry, go on, Matt.
No, you go. Go on. What's your sort of PC consist of? What sort of cards do you go after? Or is it teams or what sports is your preferred?
Tend to chase Broncos, yeah. So really focused in on that. Do have a little bit of a mix. I did have a nice Shaquille O'Neal auto, which I've just sold for NBA. I think it was the only NBA card worthy of showing off to anyone. But yeah, mostly football. A mixture of cards. I've got a couple of nice mini helmets that I've had done at private signings with little personal inscriptions put on them.
Nice.
And then you can see at the top there the full size helmet, which is a little bit of a splurge, but I saw it was shiny and it had John Elway's auto on it, so I was like, that's coming to New Zealand.
Nice. You've got some bits out for us, Nick, haven't you, to show us from the PC?
Yeah. I'll just grab that helmet down first, and
oh, definitely.
It's probably the pride and joy of the collection. Got a bit of a mixture of both vets and rookies. When I started out, I was quite rookie heavy, but then I've kind of got more into the vet side, and Yeah, so you can see here the Duke of Denver inscribed on that side, and then LA in the middle.
Yeah.
It was nice little pickup.
It's a cool helmet as well, isn't it?
Amazing, yeah.
Yeah, really well done.
Yeah.
It's kind of not many of them around, so that little bit of rarity,
Yeah. And that cabinet as well. The cabinet itself is nice.
Glistening.
Yeah. There's the cabinet. I can't remember where I got it from. It was just one of those local kind of oversupply type stores.
Yeah.
I was just wandering through and went, oh, look at that. And I don't think I was meant to come home with it, but sort of came home with what I was meant to get as well. And then just I did try to get it put out in the lounge, but wife wasn't having it, so came in here, perfect for it. And I think a $5 set of LEDs from Kmart to light it up, and she's away.
That's it. Glass are red. Spend a bit of time with the cards.
Yeah. So this is one of the other things. One of the mini helmets that I had done. So you can see signed by Bo Nix. That was pretty much straight after the draft last year.
Oh, nice.
And then the inscription is Aotearoa Broncos country.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So those. I think the other one I've got is Terrell Davis. Yeah. And that's got how is it? Let's Ride Aotearoa on it. I think he struggled a little bit with his with the spelling, I think, but got there at the end.
That's pretty cool though, with the personal inscriptions as well, isn't it? Like makes it really unique. I know it's obvious, but that's really cool.
Yeah. I mean, they're not for sale items, They'd have to go horribly wrong to need to sell them. But they're just something that no one else has got.
Yeah. No, definitely. Going back to the cabinet as well, that's something that since that trademark I've become fascinated with, because I was chatting to a guy who was a TCG collector, and we were talking about how you store your cards, because it's weird, because at the minute I think I did a post on Instagram. I've got mine in those sort of big storage boxes that look like they've got the big red button in them. But you kind of want them on display, but I'm not sure what to do with it yet. So that's something that I want to ask different people, how they store their cards, because it's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? Like, and I said to this guy, is it knowing that you've got the card, even though it's not on display? Because sort of from what I've listened to on other podcasts and the conversations I've already had, I feel the majority of people have their cards in boxes. I could be wrong, but is it knowing that you've got that card, or
I think everyone's a little bit different, eh? And I mean, I've got boxes and boxes stored away under the table here as well. But you kind of, for me, that didn't really work.
Yeah.
Wanted to have them out so I can look at them. You invest quite a bit of money. Invest, spend, blow. So having them out and be able to see them, regularly, it's all part of, I guess, the way I like to collect and store them.
Yeah, I think what I'll do in the future is, I think my plan is to, I don't want to bore everyone with a story, but obviously I don't know where we're going to live. So we've been in New Zealand for 2 years. We sold a house in England and that. So we only actually planned to come out for 2 years, but now we're pretty much going to stay here. Hopefully forever. Hopefully my mum's not listening. Black next year.
When you switch off.
Yeah, switch off. Yeah. But yeah, because we don't know where we're going to live at the minute, we still rent. So we're down in Wellington, so you're kind of limited with what you can do. But ultimately, I think, shelf. I'll probably have a shelf with like a few bits on and maybe rotate through, I think.
It's definitely easier when it's your own place. Like seeing many different ways of storing them, whether it be a cabinet like that or like little, I guess, little guides on the wall that you can slot your cards into and have a wall of cards. Tim, one of the guys from KCC, and then a good mate as well, when they built their house, he made sure that the TV room was the display room, and was able to get all his Eagles gear out where it can be seen regularly.
Yeah, they've got to be seen, haven't they? They've got to be seen, or you've got to have definitely have some on display. But it's definitely interesting, and that's like what I want to speak to more people about. Is that I don't know what the answer to that question is, but again, that's like the cool thing about what we're doing is just trying to chat to people and answer those questions, see what makes people tick, how they collect and stuff like that, which is, with the podcast so far, the people we've had on have kind of been our mates who have come out the woodwork, but that's the right saying, is it? The woodwork. Or been inspired to tell us about their collections, I guess.
I think the end goal for me was being able to display is kind of, that the ultimate's the man cave, So some of the stuff that you see in the US where it's kind of it's just, you walk into the room and it's just the team theme.
Yeah.
Right the way through it. Orange LEDs everywhere, big screen, pool table. That's kind of the ultimate. One day I'll get away from the spare room office and out into its own little world.
Build under, go into the sort of dig out have like an underground bunker. I've got an obsession at the minute on Facebook, like you follow these people that do things like that. But my new one at the minute is like these big RVs and sort of like bunkers, which again it's the Americans, isn't it? Like dig out underneath the house and have like a secret passage down, and then like you said, you go down and it looks like a club or something like that. You got the pool table down there, and like the one with the team colours and stuff like that are pretty cool as well.
Yeah, the preppers, eh?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah.
That's what.
But while we're waiting, we'll put a pool table in and get our cards out. Yeah.
Got to have some entertainment when you're living down there, eh? So.
Yeah, definitely. I think we spoke a little bit because one thing that me and Mark spoke about on some of the podcasts, which we plan to do, is talk about, which kind of links to all the sort of different topics that we've been talking about the addiction side of it. Because I think, like with me, and most people say that. I mean, Don was mentioning that, like that sort of addictive personality, and I think when I started collecting and got that first card, left it in my drawer for a while, I still to this day don't know what kind of triggered that. And then when I picked it up, I thought, I'll see if I can get a Jackson Smith and Jigba card, and that was it. One look on eBay, bang, I was hooked. But for me, it was like a race to get like an established collection. So I didn't want to just go, take it easy, which is kind of how you've been, Mark, isn't it? You've been kind of quite a measured approach, bit of research, and try to decide what you want before you kind of attacked it. Whereas I've just gone gung-ho, get a collection, and I'm now just starting to kind of stabilise and decide what I want to do and what I want to collect. So I was going with that. That's my train of thought.
I guess
that's one for the bloopers.
Part of how you collect, eh?
The addiction, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I think. Sorry, I've lost my train of thought now.
I know.
But in the break world, I think the first break I went into, I came out with 2 autos from that first break, which is like, bang, that got me.
That's a bad thing in a way, like because you're like, oh no. We were saying that you either if you get a banger, I feel like I'm back in, or if I get nothing, I'm back in. It's those middle ones that are like, okay, I feel under control. But when I get an absolute belter, you kind of want to go back for more.
Yeah, I mean, I was fairly balanced with, I guess, breaks and eBay, but when I say balanced, I was still all in. And I go with Joe, and it explained to me how ship my cards worked. So everything you're buying in the US coming into one place, getting it all back together, it just became affordable to get cards back en masse.
Rather than paying that shipping fee on each individual card, I guess.
Yeah, and so that was a bit of an enabler, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was also, all right, I want to be the first person to have this type of card in New Zealand. So you kind of just keep going and going. And that's where I mentioned about kind of chasing rookies versus chasing vets. A rookie, you've just got no idea where they're going to go, but there's some bloody nice cards. Whereas the vets, they've been there, done that, and they become, I guess, a bit more the centerpiece of your collection.
Yeah, maybe a safer bet if you're going to spend a lot of money as well, because you know what they've already done's in the bank. So if you're going to put the money in or buy the card, it's unless they get themselves into trouble, you're pretty safe.
Yeah, unless they do it Shannon Sharp, yeah. So there's a few things that can still hurt them, but I mean, it's like anything. Yeah, you kind of, for me, it was about, I just got to set a boundary, and that's my limit. Whether it's okay, we've got to buy this big card, then I'm not going to touch anything else for a month. And just really having that control on it. This year with brakes, with Broncos being pretty high, second or third highest team in brakes from a cost perspective, just really sort of pegged it back and went, all right, I know the products I want to get into, I'm going to go with those, and just keeping, I guess, some tight controls in place.
Yeah, I think from, I guess, I don't know, direct question from doing the breaks, I think having when you spoke about the community and the car community and knowing people as well, that probably helps in identifying if someone's overspending or stuff like that. Is that, as a breaker, is that something that you consider, I guess, or?
You do think about it, yeah. For me, when I know someone's put a good chunk of cash into a break, and a box is crap, I kind of walk away from it going, shit, sorry, excuse my language.
That's all right. I'll just tick the box. It's all good.
But it's kind of, you look at the box and you look at what came out of it, and you do feel bad, and then you kind of go, all right, well, next time let's hopefully something better in there. There's been a few times where you have seen people make bad decisions, but it's kind of, if you know them well, it's about being able to fire them a message, show some support, but at the same time, those people have got to really want to help themselves. Yeah. So
definitely.
When you see it move to that next level, which is when they actually start, scamming other people to get some of that money back. That's where you kind of you back off, and it's you're just I guess one of the parts of the hobby that I don't really like. Don't like chasing money. Don't like seeing people losing money. So, and that's the same for a lot of people. You pretty much got one chance, and don't you don't want to blow that when it comes to the scam side. But just also do keep mindful, that people do put a lot of money into the hobby. Most of the guys that are in KCC know that for me it's just fire me a message. Pretty open, pretty easy to deal with.
Definitely.
And if you kind of see that stuff going on, then it's just get in touch. It's like anything, checking in, making sure your mates are all right.
Yeah, I think the whole concept is new to me, and like the way that you do it in particular as well. I don't know what your plans are for the future, but I do some of the card crazy ones, but they've obviously, with them being a shop and stuff like that, you can pay with your, directly with your card or use credit card or whatever. And I guess possibly to an extent, people can then, they've got more options to buy into the break. But obviously with yourself, you've got to have the money to be able to do it. So that kind of helps as well. I think in theory, people aren't using credit cards and stuff like that to do it, which is sort of really cool. But from your point of view as well, when you're seeing that people are paying in a lot of money, you must feel, when that maybe someone's bought into a few breaks, maybe not had a hit, and then when they get a hit, you're also experiencing that same feeling, because I dare say,
the same high for them,
and you're pleased as well, because you're seeing what everyone's putting in, and because you're kind of like the man in the middle. So the vibe I've got from KCC is really about, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's about, let's try and, you want to get everyone their kind of hit, or you want to get everyone some really good cards as well. So when they do, and that's shared around, it must feel really, really good.
Yeah, definitely. Kind of that's why we do it. You want to get those cards to people's hands. I think talking a little bit about the payment method. Joe and I have sort of sat down and had plenty of conversations around the what next for us and that sort of thing. Considering those payment options like credit card, Afterpay. For me, I know how easy it is to just use Afterpay. I've done that a few times in bigger breaks in the US. Australia. It's kind of, you wouldn't use Afterpay at the TAB, so it's kind of off the table.
But we can use it for your fuel here now. I saw it at a petrol station. Use Afterpay for your fuel. I was like, if you're doing that,
I kind of get it for necessities, and it's tough times out there for some people. But it's kind of essentially a cash business, and that from a payment perspective, which kind of means the money has to be there, obviously. Some don't know where it's coming from, but you got to pay for your spot before the break breaks, that sort of thing. So it keeps it quite tight.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I personally, it's one of the reasons. Like, for me personally, I've opted to stay primarily with yourself. I do some with Card Crazy, but if you start, I know there's a few others in New Zealand and obviously UK and US. There's hundreds, but I feel like that's a control for me. Is that I've met people, and it's obviously a really good community with KCC, so I feel comfortable doing that. And on occasion with Card Crazy, they've been really good as well. So that's a control measure for me, is that I just stick to you, I stick to them, and it kind of feels, I think it's working for me, I think.
It can get, I look back to those COVID days, was pretty much across most of the pages in New Zealand and also breaks in the US and Australia, you kind of just got to tell yourself to peg it back a little bit, but at the same time, during that period, the value of cards was significantly increased, so you kind of had, I'm selling something, you were selling something, and that was funding it, and it was easier to sell higher value cards. So for the old, I mean, for me and a lot of people, being able to just keep self-funding is I guess a bit of a goal, where you're getting good cards, not necessarily what you want, but you're able to then on sell that for what it's worth, and then use that money to build your collection, whether it be via buying singles or buying into breaks.
I found over here though, for me personally, I found that like you obviously you start to learn who collects what, and you kind of got names in mind when you get certain cards, but then you've not really got a lot of sellers per card. I found that. I don't know if that's because I haven't sort of kind of discovered everyone yet, but it maybe does seem limited. But I found maybe around the $150 mark, you can usually shift it quite quickly. But then obviously anything beyond that, and obviously like, you'll know some of those cards are worth a lot of money. So it becomes quite tricky to then, because we don't have, as Mark, we don't have kind of eBay here, do we, as such?
You've really got the trade me option, and you can use eBay, but shipping into the US is a bit prohibitive. And you do have people that can sign. spoke as Card Crazy, Dad and Matt, with their fanatics side of things. That once that starts back up again, it's a way of getting your cards into the US and getting good value for them. And I guess some of the cards that I've sold, you kind of got to be around that. I don't know, $400 or $500 to really make it add up if you're going to ship from here. If you take fees into account, $50, $60 to get it on the courier, have it tracked door to door, then that sort of bites into it. So selling in the New Zealand market, you kind of low mid, anything high, you still get chases of case hits and that sort of thing, and then you do get good value. But being able to utilize Australia and the US markets definitely helps.
Yeah, I think with like you say, with the courier there though, they've got. I mean, America is kind of the hobby, isn't it? And they're not going to spend those extra fees generally, unless it's something. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. That's extra special, but they've got everything they need there, really, haven't they?
Yeah, and I've managed to sell a Brock Purdy auto into the US when he was building into his first Super Bowl, and that just offered free delivery, because it was a card, I think originally from like a $5 or $6 spot in a break, and as that hype was building, that ended up selling. It's around the $600 or $700 mark. For that card,
you kind of just absorb the cost.
Just free shipping. Get it there. I'll take that because you'd never sell it locally.
And you're getting good money for the card as well.
Yeah,
that's not a bad idea. I've got my Roma Dunes Colour Blast that I'm considering, because I think next on my list is I've got a Jackson Smith and Jigba Downtown, but I want to get a JSN Colour Blast. So I think that's I've had that graded with PCG, so I want to try and shift that. That's going to be my next.
I picked up the Bonex. Actually ripped this.
It's nice.
Break for Brock, and managed to pick that up. Nice, pleasant surprise having a look on 130 point yesterday. And seeing that sort of early season, pre-season pricing starting to have a bit of an impact, and things are going up again.
But that's I assume that's one that will stay in your PC though.
It's just one to have a quick look and go, where's the value at? No, I hadn't looked at it in a while. But cards like that, a bit like the helmets, they'll stay with me, and unless there's a need to sell it, it'll sit in the collection for some time.
Those Phoenix Colour Blasts are really nice. That's the sort of I guess my only feelings around the Roma Dunes is it's such a nice card. But I've got JSN's an ex-Target, and they're high value, and it's quite a bit of money, so I can't afford to get a JSN one and keep that. But it is a nice card.
Definitely. Case hits have kind of been my thing this year, with getting. So there was that, then picked up one of the Origins blank slates and a Peyton Manning Downtown. A few of the things that were missing from the collection are now in there. So pretty happy with how things have turned out in the last 12 months.
I know one card that you are missing, Nick, which you need. That Bonix, the 25 or 33, whatever it was.
The green one from Phoenix.
Yeah.
We'll see how I get out of the Auckland card show.
That's there if you want it.
Probably should have pulled the trigger before the season starts and prices start jumping up, and he's taking us to the Super Bowl.
I think it was number one, wasn't it, as well? Let me double check that. Bookmark.
The old eBay 101.
Put the price up a bit, the time's flown as well. We're gonna we've got the Phoenix. You can be on the other side. The Phoenix Mega Box.
Wow.
Not the
nice segue into the break, yeah.
Yeah. With my I've sent you another thing I didn't actually plan for is the distribution of the teams. So just before the podcast, I sent you some numbers which related to this random list of. I just googled like the full team list, so I had it up, and they had numbers randomly assigned. So I just went through.
It was the rankings sheet, yeah.
Is it the rankings? Yeah, I haven't even looked at it long enough.
Yeah, had a quick look.
Yeah. The power rankings, yeah. So I started with just at the top because Seahawks were 1. And I went through it and just went down the list. So I've sent you some numbers and a picture of the list. And I think I'm just going to crack on. See what we get.
See if we can find one of those colour blasts.
Yeah, well, I was about to say, I assume in these you can get colour blasts.
Is that the international mega or standard mega?
No, unfortunately not, no. Standard mega, low budget on this podcast.
Yeah.
But at least we're not going to subject you to a pack of top class.
Yeah. Surely
seen quite a lot of Phoenix this year.
Yeah, I really, really like Phoenix.
Yeah, it's a nice product, and there's plenty of hits in there.
Yeah,
I think for that international mega at $200 a box, we're getting, I think through the case, we got a 101, 4 to 10. Yeah, it was really good product for kind of hit ratio.
Yeah, it's good value as well, isn't it? Because like these, I think Card Crazy might have done a case of these, but you don't really get a lot of numbered stuff. And I think for that slight extra bit of money, you get some pretty cool stuff in the international ones. But can you get a colour blast in these, Nick?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen the standard megas. It should say what the ultra rares are on the side of the box.
Oh yeah, hold on. I've gone in. I've gone early. We'll find out now. So we've got a Jamar Chase. There you go. Cortland Sutton. Josh Allen.
Bronco, eh?
Yep. A Kyron Williams. Malachi Corley. That's quite nice, actually. Not numbered. Purple. Jaden Hicks. And another one, look, Troy Franklin. But they're all base. Try and go a bit quicker. People falling asleep on the motorway.
A lot of talk on the training camp about Franklin.
Yeah. I'm definitely not going to get into breaking. The ages.
I was going to say to ask how much that box was.
It's about my 56th Geno Smith, I think, this year. Try and that's better. Look at that. Oh, is that no? That's quite nice. So that's different, I think. Another rookie rising. There we go. I'm losing the audience here.
I've got my camera the other way around here, so it's not on reverse, so I can't see the cards coming out.
Oh, really? It must
I didn't want anything I brought up on screen to be in like backwards writing and that sort of thing. So
yeah, I'll have to tell you then. I'll try and make it more entertaining. Demario Davis, Kyle Hamilton. Here we go. We've got a Mike Evans. We've got a Tyreek Hill. When you have a look at them later, it's got there's one that has like a different pattern on it, which I've not seen before. That's quite nice. I'll have Gene phoning me about that.
Is that cheater, yeah?
Yeah. And then we've got a Terry and Arnold, and then we've got a base Jaden Daniels rookie card.
Nice.
3 more.
Didn't see much JD5 come out of Phoenix.
No. A nice card. We have got a Derek Stingley, Aaron Jones, Patrick Queen, and we've got, which could be numbered, it's not, a purple Sam Laporta, a Braylon Allen Contours, and a Jazan Newton. Is it Jazan Newton? On the
Commanders.
Yes, the rookie, and then we've got a purple Malik Neighbours. That's quite nice, actually. Not numbered, but it's quite a nice. It's quite a nice card. That.
Yeah, nice one. Chase for HR.
Yep.
Those contours cards are probably one of the best inserts in the set.
Oh, they're so nice. Yeah.
Standard inserts, anyway.
Yeah, I had a look into the JSN contours from last year, and they're quite nice as well. So I've got a few of those. We've got a Foy Alukan, Bobby Wagner, a Jalen Thompson, a Russell Wilson. Less said, the better. And a rookie rising Estime.
He's in Steelers colours. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's it. That's true. And then we got another Estime rookie card, and a Kool-Aid McKinstry. Last pack. This pain's over then. A CJ Mosley for about the 100th time this season. There you go, Mark. Jordan Love.
Lovely. Here we go.
Yeah, nice card. Get that in your collection. We've got another contours here. Derek Carr. We've got a Tyron Matthew. And the contours is a Keon Coleman. And I know a man that wants a Keon Coleman contours. Nick Blinko.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so
I'm not sure. Has he been grabbing the set? Yeah,
he's been trying to get all the contours, and someone was posting a lot the other day, Bill's lot, and I said to him, "Why doesn't he message him?" I think he was. I don't know if he managed to secure it, but I'm not sure which one of us has got Bill's. And we got
if it's me, just send it on to Nick.
Nice one. And then we got a DJ James and a Dissa Isaac to finish. No colour blast.
The Megas. Just speaking of colours and parallels, have you started thinking about any rainbow chases from any of the products?
I don't know what that is.
So rainbow is getting one of every parallel.
Right. Okay.
So in your like Prism, I think there's about 50, 60 parallels of each player.
Got you.
So getting them all the way through. Obviously, a lot easier to do when you start with the 1 of 1. Yeah, hit that in a break, and then you can sort of go through and get the others.
Yeah.
But yeah, got many failed rainbows in the box under the table. Only ever completed one, and that was only because there was only 3 cards in that. So that was one of the ones I pulled out earlier. It was pretty early in the KCC days. I had a box of mosaic draft picks. I pulled the 101 rookie scripts of Javonte Williams.
Oh, nice, yeah.
So draft picks, college uni, and that came out in a break. And it was a local guy that I know quite well and managed to wrangle it off him.
Yeah.
And then went through and grabbed the gold.
Nice.
And then into the silver, yeah. So just a 3-card rainbow.
Right. Yeah.
Don't know if it's really a rainbow, but it's just quite a cool chase, yeah, if you can persevere through.
Yeah, without knowing it was called Rainbow, that's kind of what I'm doing with his bloody name now. Mine's gone. AJ Barner.
Yeah.
For Seahawks, because I did a trade with Nick Blinko on, I don't know if it was yours or Carl Crazy, but I ended up pulling the international gold, the 1 of 10.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found another one on eBay. It was like the 3 of 10. So I've got two of those, and then I bought the normal gold. So I've got one of those to 10, and then I've just started buying every Phoenix parallel I can find of his, including the Dreamweaver. I think I might be on 7 or 8 different ones. But there's so many of them though. With every time I go on and type in like AJ Barner Phoenix, like there's just a different one. I think I'll be bankrupt.
Yeah, it's easy to jump on and grab the checklist and work out all the parallels, start marking them off, and it's a good bit of fun to be had with collecting. does get, I guess, picking a lower end rookie or a vet is a good way to do it, because it doesn't come with a really high cost until you get into the tens and the fives and the ones.
Yeah. I think so there must be. I think there is like I'm not seeing one listed, but I'm assuming there must be like a one of the AJ Barner.
I think in Phoenix there's 3 or 4 1-1s.
Yeah.
So to get the full set, that's definitely a bit of a challenge.
Yeah. He's, I guess, like what you were saying there, he's I guess you'd expect to see some of them over time start to appear on, because he's obviously not a high profile player. So that's probably something that if I was ever going to do it, I might sort of just plug away at that over the next few years as they pop up.
Definitely a way to do it, that kind of long term instead of rushing through. I mean, like any product here, with the first few months or weeks after release, the value of the product was higher. It'll kind of drop down over time, and I guess plateau out. And then, fingers crossed that he doesn't all of a sudden have a breakout year and jump back up when you're chasing those higher number or lower number ones.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if he does really well, then those cards will go up, I guess. But I'd also quite like to. I know it's incredibly unlikely, but it'd be amazing if I could get, sort of grab a few more of those international golds and then kind of highlight what I'm trying to do, see if the rest can be tracked down. But I don't think that's that achievable. I think it's quite unlikely that I managed to get 2 of the 10 as well.
Try and get the all 10 of the 10.
Yeah.
And then I've seen a few people do that sort of thing. There's a patch somewhere. It's in one of the boxes of another Javonte Williams in his college gear. But the patch has been cut up, and it's three. That one's 3 or 5. If you get all 5, then it makes up the patch.
Oh yeah, nice.
But now that he's off with the Cowboys and not doing so well, it's a little bit more in reach. But they haven't popped up for a while.
Yeah, that's maybe I'll I just hope that AJ Barner doesn't do that well and try and get the 10. A bit like the undisputed title in boxing. I'll try and keep them together. Then you've got all 10. It's kind of like a 101, or I could destroy 9 and then turn it into a 101.
The only one still in circulation.
Yeah, exactly. Time's flown. I think, Mark, you got a quick 5-question quiz to finish us off, and then we'll wrap it up. I think it's been good.
Quite soccer heavy, actually. So I might reduce the amount of questions that I'm going to ask. So I'm going to do
far away. I'm sure I'll fail.
Are you a football fan, Nick? I've not actually asked that.
I'm not a big fan. Have a bit of an understanding of the game and know a few players, but mostly a bit like wrestling. It's called kind of all older stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
So what was it? It's Gatwick. Before you get into that, I was at Gatwick and I was standing next to this guy, and all the girls from the touch team that we were touring with were like going a bit crazy, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And I was standing next to Alan Shearer.
Oh, really?
No idea at all who he was.
Oh, nice. How long ago was that?
That was back when we were in Jersey, so it would have been somewhere between 2003, 2008.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
So you got any Alan Shearer questions, Mark?
I probably won't answer them correctly.
No, I haven't. All right. So I guess we'll go with, if you know the answer, just say your name, Nick or Ben, and then you can answer.
Thanks for clearing that up.
Well, after the last one, I thought I would just state the rules this time. Okay. So question number 1. Hulk Hogan passed away this week at the age of 71. But what was his real name?
Ben.
Ben, go ahead.
Terry Bollier.
Correct. Great
Yeah.
knowledge. Terry
Okay.
Bollier, yeah.
I couldn't remember the last name. I knew it was Terrence. Yeah.
Yeah. So to be fair, I only found that out this week. I knew his name was Terry.
Well, he
but
died.
I've never even heard that second name, so that was surprised me. I've never heard that. Bollier.
Yeah. Sorry, my
Are you a Hulkamaniac, Nick?
Oh, back in the day, Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
Shawn not many of the legends left.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
the old
so
24-inch pythons.
Quickly moving on. All right, so this is when did the New Zealand All Whites soccer team make their first appearance in the World Cup finals?
What are you looking for? A year or something?
Well, yes, it's done every 4 years, isn't it, Ben?
Oh, good. Yeah.
Hey, Nick.
Yeah, go ahead, Nick.
It was 81, was it? 81?
82. I'll give you it. 82. You're in the right ballpark. 1982. The World Cup was in Spain. And from my research, it was one of the country's most memorable sporting achievements. Delving deeper, they actually lost all 3 group games, including a 5-2 loss to Scotland.
All right. Next question then.
1-1. Okay, the next question is: can you name me 3 New Zealand football players or soccer players to have played in the English Premier League?
Ryan Nelson.
Can you buzz in, please?
I was going to pull him up and then start with the next one, but I'm probably stuck with 2. I don't know if I can get to the third.
You're doing better than me. I've got a mind blank. Got another one. Ben.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Go on, Ben.
Go on
then. Ben, go ahead.
Winston Reid.
Winston Reid. West Ham, correct. Yeah, Winston Reid, Ryan Nelson. Go on. What's the third one?
Nick, have you got any idea?
He got carded in the crowd when they were playing here a couple of months ago. Got carded to get up in the crowd. Yeah, Chris Wood.
Yeah, the obvious
correct.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, most obvious one. Yeah. Who gets the point for that? I'll give it to Nick actually, because he completed the third one.
We'll go 1.5, eh?
Yeah. I like that.
Split middle.
Mark, keep your camera still. You make me feel sick.
Sorry, I've had to put it on charge because it was dying. Sorry. There you go. All right. So for the New Zealand soccer team, what players made the most appearances?
Are you looking for top 5, top 10?
What? Who's made the most appearances? So one player from the New Zealand soccer team who's top of the charts with the most appearances.
Nick. I'll get this horribly wrong, but I'll go with Chris Wood. It might be Winston Reid, though.
Correct.
No, it's incorrect. So Chris Wood has made 84 appearances. This player's made 88. Go ahead, Ben.
Ryan Nelson.
Incorrect.
I'm running out of players now.
That's all right. The Ivan Viselic.
Oh, we've been here all night.
Yeah.
Have you heard of him, Nick?
I have heard of him, but I would never have picked it.
Okay.
Yeah, 88 appearances. So Chris Wood's 4 appearances off of reaching the same milestone. Chris Wood is New Zealand's top goal scorer. But how many goals has he scored? Nearest
to phone a friend.
Second, Nick, sorry.
15.
Can I phone a friend?
Right, Ben, you said 15. Nick, what did you say? Nearest to wins.
Go 23.
Oh.
44.
Oh, okay.
That's quite a
Congrats,
return.
Nick.
44 goals and 84 appearances for New Zealand international team. That's pretty good going. 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's not bad, is it?
Not bad at all. So, Nick, you are the winner. Congratulations on winning the MC's quiz.
Don't feel like I should have won with being that far off it, but
there's a funny enough. There's in that card shop, Top Plays sports cards. That this new one down here. He's got a Chris Wood immaculate card. I can't remember what it's numbered to. But it's a 9.5 Beckett, and every time I go in there, I look at it, and I'm tempted. It is because we're saying they're nice cards. It looks so nice.
Well, if you get it, he's
tempted.
And that's the thing with collecting, eh? I was just going to say, it doesn't have to be something you'd normally collect. You just see it if you like it, and you got the cash, buy it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they're nice looking cards. And it looks good in that slab as well with the gold label. So, you having some troubles there, Matt?
No, I'm saying Chris Wood could be the record all-time appearance in New Zealand. So worth a bit of an investment.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. I'll get down there Wednesday following this quiz.
The quiz is done.
Don't forget Immaculate Football's coming up.
Say again?
I said, don't forget Immaculate Football's coming up.
Yeah, that's true. I'm tempted now, actually. Seed's been sown. Let's see what happens. Right, I think this is now officially our longest podcast. Hour and 26 minutes we're at now. So it's been, I think it's been a really good chat. We seem to have lost Mark. His camera's gone.
Oh no.
Lost the host. He's still there?
I'm still here. How's it
He's
gone?
back. Oh. Yeah, he dropped off for a bit there.
That's because my battery's died. Sorry.
That's all right. Nick, yeah, I really appreciate it. It's been really good, and what's been good for us as well. We want different people on. So far, the people that we've had on at the minute have been brilliant guests, but they're kind of people we know, people that have kind of, I guess, watched us and got excited about talking about cards. Whereas what's been really cool is talking to you, established collector. Obviously got KCC as well, and it's been cool to ask those questions because I feel like I know you quite well through breaking, but without actually knowing you. So having the opportunity to have this chat's been really good.
No, thanks for inviting me along. It's awesome to be able to, jump on and do this. Like we used to be on, as you mentioned, just seeing my hands. And being able to get to know you guys a little bit better and be part of your journey. And get the message out there to the hobby that it's alive and well in New Zealand. Not just NFL, NBA, WWE, TCG, all that stuff's going great guns. So just thanks heaps for the opportunity.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate it. It's been good. I think we'll wrap it up there then. It's been
lovely to meet you, Nick. I'll have to
great
jump
podcast.
on a break at some point.
Jump on. It's normally go about 9 o'clock, so 9 in the morning your time. Jump on, follow the page, and it'd be awesome to have you on there.
Don't trust him, shady character. Cool. Nice one, Nick. Stay on the studio, and we'll have a chat after.
No worries.
Nice one, KiwiCard, over and out.
Cheers. All the best, guys.
See ya.
See you.